time since I've seen this many Goudy brothers in one location. It's been a long time. I'd like to take this moment to introduce you to George Ray Goudy's family, the surviving family that were able to make tonight's celebration. George Ray was the oldest of 5 siblings who survived to adulthood. Tonight, family members represent his sister Nellie and his brother Coral, or Carl as we later know. So at this time, his niece, Estella Balog Geyer, is in the house, and her family. I'd like to recognize the Geyer family. This is George Ray Goudy's sister Nellie's daughter and family. Raise your hand. Thank you. 18 of us showed up. That's how many family members are still located in Howard County. Next, Stella's brother, nephew George Balog, is also the son of Nellie Goudy Balog, and his family, Charles, and the Balog family. Wave at everybody, folks. Last, representing George Ray's brother Carl Goudy, or Coral Goudy, is the great niece, my mother, Vicky Goudy Spall, and my wife, Christy. Wave at him. My son, Geyer. The family would like to express our sincere thanks to Commander John Meeks, Lisa Overton, Howard Overton, and all the members of the George Ray Goudy VFW post for inviting us to celebrate the 100th anniversary. We are extremely proud to have your post associated with our family name and wish nothing but success for the next 100 years. Thank you, guys. Lastly, the family would like to call up Mr. John Meeks and John Geyer. We have a presentation we would like to make. Mr. Geyer, Mr. Meeks. What the family has found in a shoebox after over 100 years is a medal that was awarded to George Ray Goudy in 1918 for participating in the Great War. The Great War for Civilization. This one goes to John. Okay. George. Okay. George got something.
Okay.
What this is the victory medal, and from the so yes, we'll definitely accept it with high honor, and we'll definitely take care of it. Actually, there was this old guy that was supposed to actually make us a shadow box, and we were going to put the Purple Heart that I had, and welcome to George Ray Goudy, but that, I'm afraid I just ran out of time. So, we will get it up, and it will be the first thing that you see when you walk in this post, and I'll definitely get you pictures of it. Hopefully before Christmas.
I'd just like to say thank you to everyone for coming today to celebrate this occasion for the post. And we are honored and we feel very privileged to have our relative be the one that this post was named after. We'd like to thank all of the veterans for their service, their dedication, their sacrifice. I'd also like to thank the military rights team. We appreciate them. Been to every funeral that I can ever remember that was militarily involved. So thank you for that. My mother asked me to say a little bit about George Ray. She wanted everyone to know that he was a Christian. And I think that's relevant and significant. I think that, especially when you look back in time in World War I, most people were Christians. And I think that their commitment to God and country was relevant and evident. And I would recommend highly that everyone train up their children in the ways of righteousness. Because at some point in their history, they may be called upon to make the choice and sacrifice these men. So I highly encourage that. Thank you for coming again. It's been a privilege and an honor. And I'd like to thank Mr. Bud Johannes, that's him sitting there. Appreciate him. He's at every military rights funeral, and we appreciate him doing that for my father recently. Thank you very much.
I'm George Balog. I'm named after George Ray Goudy and my grandpa Goudy. And my mom. That better?
Yeah.
All right. I'm George Balog, named after George Ray Goudy and my grandpa George Ray. And he was my mother's older brother. She was only like 3 years old when he enlisted and 4 years old when he was killed in France. And she always told us, he volunteered, and she was so proud of her brother because he volunteered to give water for the wounded. And he was headed back with the water. From what I've heard, he was all wet when they found him, so they know he got the water and was headed back. But my mom, anytime she ever heard taps, it just tore her up. And then she just couldn't stand it. But ironically, my son, Charles, standing over there, he ended up playing the trumpet. And he used to play taps for veterans' funerals. So she lived next door to us, and he'd always tease her. He'd be over there playing it all the time, driving her nuts. And then at the end, he'd go, duck, da, 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 da. She always told him, one of these days, you're going to do that at the funeral. Well, luckily, I don't think he ever did. If he did, he didn't tell me. But we want to thank the Post. It's just unbelievable that they can keep his name on here for over 100 years. It's just amazing. Today, they're tearing down statues and everything else, and you guys have stuck with it for all those years. We really appreciate it. And thank you for honoring all the veterans and everything you do for the community and everything. So, and we'll thank John and Lisa and Howard for treating us so nice. We came and visited and found out what was going on and everything. They just treated us like we were part of the family. So congratulations again on 100 years. Proud of you guys.